Join me as I dive into the wildest current affairs stories of 2025 and try to predict what crazy things are going to happen next. This year has been a wild ride, folks, and I'm not just talking about the usual politics and scandals. No, 2025 has brought us some truly bizarre and head-scratching moments that have left us all wondering, what's next? From government officials getting caught in explicit scandals to celebrity feuds that have turned violent, this year has been a real doozy. And let's not forget the time a popular influencer got into a Twitter spat with a world leader. It was a real nail-biter, folks. But amidst all the chaos and controversy, there have been some truly remarkable stories that have sparked important conversations and debates. Take, for instance, the story of the group of activists who took to the streets to protest against climate change. Their creative and often humorous approaches to raising awareness about this critical issue really caught our attention and made us rethink our own impact on the environment. Then there was the scientist who claimed to have discovered a way to communicate with aliens. Yeah, you read that right, aliens. While it might have sounded like something out of a sci-fi movie, it got us all talking about the possibility of extraterrestrial life. But 2025 hasn't been without its fair share of tragedy and heartbreak. The devastating wildfires that swept across the country, leaving destruction and loss in their wake, were a harsh reminder of the power of nature and our own vulnerability. And who can forget the shocking revelation that a popular food chain had been secretly funding a controversial political party? It was a scandal that left many of us questioning the companies we support and the values they stand for. As we explore each of these stories in more detail, you'll see just how much they've impacted our society and our collective psyche. From the hilarious to the heartbreaking, 2025 has been a year that's kept us on our toes and forced us to confront some uncomfortable truths. So, buckle up, folks, and let's dive in. The story of the scientist who claimed to have discovered a way to communicate with aliens is still one that has us scratching our heads. While it might have sounded like a bunch of hooey to some, it actually sparked a fascinating conversation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life and our place in the universe. And let's not forget the reactions, from the skeptics who called it a hoax to the believers who were convinced we were on the cusp of something monumental. But what really caught our attention was the controversy surrounding the government's response to the wildfires, with many accusing them of being slow to react and inadequate in their response. It raised important questions about our disaster preparedness and the role of government in times of crisis. And as we explored the aftermath, we saw a community come together in the face of tragedy and support each other in their time of need. One of the most shocking stories, however, was the scandal involving the popular food chain. It wasn't just the secret funding of a controversial political party that left a bad taste in our mouths, but the subsequent cover-up and excuses that followed. It was a stark reminder of the power and influence of big corporations and the need for transparency and accountability. And then there was the story of the activist who took a stand against social media giants, accusing them of prioritizing profits over people. With many calling for greater regulation and oversight, it sparked a heated debate about the role of technology in our lives and the responsibility of these companies to their users. But among all these wild and crazy stories, there was one event that truly captured the hearts and minds of people around the world. It was the moment when a group of strangers came together to help a family in need, showing us that even in the darkest of times there's always hope and humanity. This moment was a powerful reminder that even amidst all the chaos and controversy, there's still so much good in the world. And as we look back on the wildest current affairs stories of 2025, it's a great way to end on a high note. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride, folks. If you've got a favorite story from 2025, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to check out more intriguing content, be sure to watch my video on the craziest conspiracy theories of the past decade. See you in the next video!